the Good Shepherd, fourth in the Angel of Death series, now available at StevieJoAuthor.com. Hi everybody, and happy early New Year's, or New Year's already if you're watching this on New Year's. I am your host and author, Stevie Jo, and this is the Composition of Imagination. It's the show where we do a deep dive into the creative things that I've done for my writing process, and we have a heavy focus on my debut series, Angel of Death. The first 4 books are out right now, so you can buy them on my website, StevieJoAuthor.com, link in the description below. And today, because it's a New Year's themed episode, I thought we would talk about New Year's resolutions. So I am joined by my fabulous book guardians, Tasha and Jason. And I thought we would say some people don't do resolutions, some people do. So first, let's, just open it up. Do you guys plan on making New Year's resolutions this year?
I don't know. I always try, as cliche as it sounds, is just to try to be a better person than I was the year before.
Yeah.
Bring more kindness in the world. Shut up. Just shut up. You're making this hard for me to have a resolution. I'm trying not to be a cunt every day.
Hey! Don't do
but
that.
Sometimes people bring that out in me. I just try to be a good person and try to bring a little bit of good and kindness to other people, because you don't know who's fighting what battles when you meet them. Everybody's fighting some type of battles.
Oh yeah.
There's no reason to be mean or nasty to people. There's no reason to be a Karen. None.
Yeah.
You could get a lot more accomplished with bullshit and compliments and being sincere and nice than being rude and nasty. There's no need for it. I don't think. So I just try to treat everybody with kindness and respect and do that. As cliche as it sounds. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
But I think that's reasonable, because it's like an achievable goal. Like, hey, let's just be a little bit better than we were.
Yeah, I'm not going to say, I'm going to lose 30 pounds this year, because that's not going to happen. That's so not going to happen. I know me, it's not going to happen.
If you watched our episode about Thanksgiving and what our ideal plate looks
it's
like,
not going to happen.
You know that's not going to happen for any of us. We don't have that goal.
I'm not going to say, I'm going to try to do this. No. I'm not going to set myself up for failure.
Yeah.
So, I will... that's why I try to set myself up to succeed. So I just try to be nice to people. Try to give a compliment or two a day.
Yeah.
Try to be nice to a stranger. I'm not saying take out your life savings and give it to somebody. you see somebody walk, I like your dress. That could put a smile on somebody's day.
Oh my gosh,
I love those shoes. Just as simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Could make somebody's day and make somebody smile. Try to make somebody smile once a day.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's hard to do, and that's my resolution. I
think I would dare to add on to that, not only try to make somebody smile, but it would count even if that person is yourself.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're the hardest person to make happy.
You're the hardest person on yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's a very reasonable resolution. Yeah. What about you, Superman?
Honestly, if I were to have a resolution, it would probably be just stay healthy. Seems like the last 2 years, it's like been one health issue after another.
And the world health issue has not helped.
No.
Yeah.
Fortunately, this year's been a little bit better, but it didn't start out so well. I mean, this time last year, we all got really sick.
Mm-hmm.
I got sick worse than anybody, but I just want it to be better this year and I stay healthier.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting any younger, so I don't want to have that one infection that ends up just being the thing that kills me.
Yeah.
So
as long as I'm the beneficiary.
Again,
wow.
a reasonable. See, See?
Wow.
Again, a reasonable resolution, I think.
Yeah.
So mine, if I don't do them a lot, but really with everything that's happened, I feel like if I did make one, it would definitely be to take better care of my mental health.
Yeah.
Because that, just like I was saying with you, where it's like, even if you make yourself smile, like that is paramount. Because so many people can relate to the struggle of imposter syndrome and not believing fully in yourself, even though you know you're capable. So, as cheese positive as it sounds, where we're like, we fart rainbows over here, it's still like the most important person in your life has to be you. Yeah. Because otherwise nobody else will deem you important.
Right.
So I feel like I need to just focus on caring for my mental health and stop telling myself that I can't. And continue on with, I can. It may be difficult, but I can.
Still can.
Exactly.
And then you succeed that goal.
Exactly.
You meet that goal.
Exactly. So I think that's realistic. Look at that. Some good resolutions. So we thought it would be fun, since, we've got our resolutions, we thought it would be fun to go through a few of the characters of Angel of Death. Only the mortal ones. So we're only focusing on the ones on Earth in Murr County. We thought it'd be cool to go through and see what their resolutions would be. We won't hit...
Oh, I think I know one.
We won't hit everybody, but we'll touch on a few here and there. We can just kind of go around, and if you think of one, say what you think they would be. So, go ahead.
I think Cordelia, her resolution would just be to find the cure.
Yeah.
And to cure everything.
And it would be like, it will happen.
Yeah.
This year.
Like, it's... like in the next 6 months.
Yeah. Like she would set a deadline.
No, it's going to be like, in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. Like, I feel like her resolution would be, we're finding a cure. We're going to put it out there. Everybody's going to get vaccinated. Yeah. Or the ones who need to get vaccinated will get it. And we will become the dominant
apex species.
Yeah.
Again.
And that would also,
I feel like that would be hers.
And that would also play into her desire to be like recognized as the top scientist of the world. And so that would play on multiple levels of her like need for that ego and power and all that. So that's
that would be hers.
Very much so.
And it would be like, we're going to accomplish this. This is what it's going to happen.
And
this was patient 0.
Yeah.
We've cured this person. This person's been cured for so long, and they've not had any relapses, or they've not turned back into whatever creature they were before.
Yeah.
And everything. I feel like that would be her resolution.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think, of course, I will go with Skylar first. Aside from her resolution wanting to probably be to get Elias in bed, because, that is very evident throughout the books that she wants that man. He is a snack and she is hungry. Again, for all the audio only people, they're driving to work and all they hear is and we hope that brightens your day.
I fulfilled my resolution.
Exactly.
Wow.
So, aside from Skylar wanting that, because that's very obvious, I think that her resolution would be to figure out who the hell she was before book 1 started.
Yeah.
Because if you have read into books 3 and 4, which 4 just came out at the beginning of this month, you will know that Peyton might have given Skylar some information that means she's not who she thinks she is, or who she thought she always was. And Skylar is very frustrated by that, and it's weighing her down. So that would be her like, I have to, much like Cordelia, I have to figure this out.
Yeah.
I need to know right now, like, as soon as possible. So I think that would be for Skylar.
Mm-hmm.
And probably to make Peyton finally pick a side of the fence to sit on so that she can quit playing around. And
I think, but that being said, I think that she has kind of picked the side.
Yeah?
She seems at least My feeling of the character, it's not so much that she hates her creature, but she doesn't like being boxed in. And the only one that she knows for a fact that could probably help her and fix the situation is Skylar.
Yeah.
So, and their family. Even though the conspiracy theories are out there that, she's some government experiment and all this other stuff. At the end of the day, Peyton looks at her as her sister.
Yeah.
So, she's going to fight for family.
We hope.
At least, up to this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
So do you have a resolution for Peyton? What do you think, since you're talking about her?
Well, since book 4 is out now, I would say for Peyton, find a way to get rid of Wesley.
Fair.
Figure out what's going on, why Derek disappeared.
Yeah.
So she can be happy.
That's fair, because really, we've established that's all Peyton wants is normalcy, and that will make her happy. So that's
the only time she was happy with her creature and her human.
All the pieces came together.
Yeah, and she was fine.
Yeah,
Chloe Jo. A character we haven't talked about at all yet.
That's true. We have not brought her up at all this series.
You really don't like her.
Ooh, I see that eye roll. Oh, yeah, because I was like, wait, what did she ever do? Oh, yeah. Look, yeah. I'm the author, and I'm going, wait, what? Because
I'm the guardian. I'm not...
Because I know where she is now as far as book 7 goes. So I'm like, why don't you like Chloe Jo? Oh, that's right. That's right.
Hey, everybody has their bargain basement days. But in her case, she wants to, cure her father.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just so she has a family.
Desperately, because he's all she's got.
Yeah, so, everybody else is dead.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Chloe Jo is an old friend of Peyton's, and she works at Virham Labs. Her father is the only known zombie on record to not be in a constant state of ferality. So he's able to control himself by eating raw meat and stuff all the time, because zombies are the reason why we get feral creatures.
Yeah.
Most of the time. There are other ways, but they're the primary catalyst for it. So she is desperate. She is 110% on board with Cordelia. Yeah. She's like, you want that cure? So do I, because I don't want to lose my dad. She's been taking care of him her whole life. So, and he actually killed her mother, because when Chloe Jo was born, it was, having a newborn baby. I mean, we don't have kids, but it is widely known that having a newborn baby is very stressful. And that stress made him forget to feed, and he ended up killing her mother. So, instead of putting him down, they decided to give him another chance, courtesy of Peyton and Skylar's dad, Noel.
Yeah.
Because they were so close friends. So that's all kind of a book, 3 or 4 kind of thing that you learn about. Yeah. You kind of get a little more of Chloe Jo's backstory in those books. But
actually that starts in 2.
Oh, yeah. So, but Tasha's not super crazy about her because she's a little wild about Ezra. And of course, we know how Tasha feels. If this is your first time tuning in to the Composition of Imagination, please, I beg you, go back to the second episode where we're introducing ourselves, and she talks about how much she hates Ezra as her least favorite character. And then go to the next episode where we have a debate about Ezra, because you will enjoy it, I promise. She hates him, and it just makes me tint my fingers and grin, and I get so excited. That is a good resolution, I think, for Chloe Jo, because that's very we have to get this done.
That is the only redeeming quality of her, about that she wants to cure her father. I don't.
Yeah?
No.
Wow.
No.
Needle.
Yeah.
No.
So we found a second character that she disliked almost as much as Ezra, but it's because of the association. So, just you wait.
Oh, God.
I sit here and I listen to how much they don't like characters or how much they do like characters, and I go, just you wait.
Yeah, you're going to take all the good characters and wreck them, and then all the bad characters that we hate, they're going to do some redeeming thing.
No, I wouldn't be like that. No, I think
you
that's
know there's
cheese.
going to be
No,
heroic
there's-
sacrifice
no, there
down
won't.
the
No.
line.
There's nothing. No.
I did it
There's
for you.
No. There's
I love
nothing
you.
heroic fuckface can do. I said it.
There, it's out there in the world now. That's what we think.
No.
I will say this. If there is a character that I myself don't like and I want to give them a redeeming moment, it's going to be met with somebody else going, ha, yeah, right, and not believing it at all. So you can look forward to that if that's going to happen.
No.
I mean, I can see that as a, story progression or character
No.
progression.
Kill them off.
But if he did any redeeming, it was
would
him
be to
standing up, defending Sky and everybody else. All the creatures. That's the only redeeming thing he's done.
Because you haven't quite gotten there yet.
No,
but
apparently I haven't.
he does. Ezra does kind of show a little bit of aw when he stands up to Cordelia, because she's like, you will all be treated, if you get cured, if you let us cure you, you'll be treated like my children. And Ezra's like, which child?
Yeah.
Like Peyton or like Skylar? Because we know there's a difference.
Okay, but that's not a redeeming
But
quality.
it's
He's
not
still
a
an asshole.
it's not a redeeming quality. It's just a nice little like, oh hey, thanks for saying that, kid.
That's just,
I mean,
kind of like
it's
bad
not
Cordelia.
redeeming it.
Yeah.
but
No.
It's
Fuck
it's
'em.
the
But
two
the
characters that I don't like coming at heads, and it's like,
And-
all right, which
and
one
I
is the
will
lesser of two?
I will be Team Cordelia. On
And
that
that's
one.
how, yeah, but the thing was when he said that, she literally vapor locked. She didn't have
did.
a word. I was like,
well, because think about it, Cordelia is so
Yeah.
wrapped up in herself in this cure
Yeah.
that she doesn't think that people know. She thinks she's putting on this facade of everything's fine. We're good here. Meanwhile, everybody can kind of tell that she's like
A hot
not
mess.
good here. Things are not good on the home front.
But that's what we do in real life, though.
It is.
We all try to put on a front.
It is.
That everything's great and fine. Some of us are better at it than others. But still, I mean, no, I'm still Team Cordelia on that one.
I could say that, let's see, Elias, again, aside from Skylar being a snack that he is hungry for, I would say
it's a full course meal.
Yeah.
That's not a snack.
it is. It's true. It's true, because he's been wanting her just as long as she's been
Daddy's
wanting him.
hungry.
And it's like the tension is rising. And man, next summer when book 5 comes out, y'all are going to be like, what the? It's just going to be one of those. Anyway,
God.
so
Yeah.
you see them being like, why are you doing this to me? This emotional torture. So I think that Elias, one of his resolutions would be to take Skylar away. So that
Bang her like a screen door in a hurricane.
probably, but so that she can be safe and they can be
I think
together.
he just caught on to that.
No, I heard it. I
And
was
you
just
know
like,
what I'm
this is-
picturing? I'm picturing comments blowing up with "banger like a screen door in a hurricane." Hee hee hee. So, please,
Like your pinky toe on every piece of the furniture.
right though? That's the worst. First of
Wow,
all,
we're devolving
But-
really quick here.
This was supposed to be like an intellectual thing.
This was supposed to be hopeful and, going into
It
New Year.
is.
And we're sitting there, yeah, he's going to really work out some frustration this year.
We hope.
but I think that would be his goal. Would be to make sure, because he'd have to take her away from Murr County in order to feel like she's safe. So I think he would want to take her away from the trauma and the pain and be like, look, we're safe now. And I can be with you because I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I think that's what he would want to do. In a perfect world, his resolution would be something. I know, I see you frowning.
No, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's taking her to Nashville. It's fine. It's
take
glorious.
her to Nashville.
Orlando. I mean, what?
Take her to the Bahamas or something.
Right?
I mean,
we're in international waters. You can't touch me.
yeah. No, he wants to touch her. That's why they can't do that.
Yeah.
This is the thing, is that, you know, Murr County is not just because of the mountain and Alchemid Falls.
Yeah.
There is more. There's more working there than just that. I don't think taking her out, as much as he wants that, is gonna solve the problem, because if that was the case, he could have got her out of there a lot earlier.
But notice that I just said he wants to take her away. Not that I didn't give a specific location. See, this is my author mind knowing what's coming. I'm trying to, you know, I'm very careful with my wording because it's a
vacation.
You know, it may not be in the way that you think. So there may be other forces at work here with fate.
Well, yeah, I know that.
That will help guide that choice. He may get his resolution, he may not. Or maybe Skylar will get hers and then it'll be wham bam, thank you ma'am, I appreciate it, now I'm done.
And you know what?
I don't think it's I'm done. They probably wouldn't walk for 3 days, but that's just
and you know what? Sometimes that's all you need is that 3-day work out the kinks.
I can see that, but if he's gonna have resolution, that would be one.
Yeah.
Make sure she's safe.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Even though I'm pretty sure he's probably got a wary eye of Derek.
A little.
But he knows that he's watching through the deal he made, which that one's gonna. There's gonna be reckoning on that, which is gonna be beautiful.
Oh, I'm sure.
He wants to make sure wants to make sure that she's safe, and then honestly take care of the Cordelia and the Conquistadors.
Yeah.
And the little gnat that's bothering his side, Ezra. Because as much as they used to be friends back in the day, and they've known each other for, let's say, centuries, he knows that no matter what he does, even if he tried to redeem himself being the lazy slacker he is, it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
And at some point, something's going to happen, whatever force it is, which I love the fact that he's known by others.
Yeah.
That surprised me. But that being said, that could be a way to be manipulated. And it forces Elias to sit there and say, you know, dude, I really did, even though I don't like you, and we've had our issues, I was going to let you walk, but this is over the line. You're done. And
right.
I got a feeling he's going to have to take care of that. So his resolution is, okay, make sure she's safe, take care of the hopefully we figure out how to stop the conquistadors from taking out our creature population, and then the irritation. Because let's face it, he looks at Ezra as an irritation.
Oh, for sure. He's like the little flick the bug off your shoulder kind of thing.
I mean, when you see him, he's like, "Hey man, I ain't doing anything," and then next minute you see him, he's like, "Yeah, I know you ain't gonna do anything to me, so I'm gonna be as arrogant as I want to be."
The particular moment that he's referring to is in The Good Shepherd. It's a fantastic chapter. You get some real satisfaction in the Ezra Elias
chapter here probably soon.
You know, it's a good, like, you get some good satisfaction out of it.
Everybody, because by this point the book 4 is out, you read that chapter, and I'm telling you, it's like the epic rush that we've all been waiting for. And the thing is like, everybody out there's known people that fall under that kind of an attitude, the way they carry themselves and stuff. And you've just seen them and you just go, yeah, they're going to get their tail beat. And in this case, that's exactly what happened. And it was beautiful.
Yes, and it was fun to write, too. Because I was getting about like you, where I was like, Ezra, I'm going to need you to go fuck off now. Oh, I'm going to beat you up to get my frustration out. So authors do get into it with their characters because they're these real people that live up here that fight with us all day long, and sometimes we get sick of their little voices, so we gotta work some things out, so do we have, what other characters do we think would have a good resolution?
Mayor James, wishes to keep the Jericho family in power.
Of course.
That's pretty much his only motivation. He's like,
Is that really a resolution?
It is, because depending on how everything plays out, he may or may not be in power.
True.
And I could see him also saying his resolution would be, in order to maintain that power, to eliminate Skylar. Because he's had it out for her. And he
his own flesh and blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's just, yeah.
Yep.
That's going to blow up in his face.
Well, we can only
in more ways than one. I mean,
yeah.
It's one thing when you don't like certain people, but when it's your own flesh and blood.
Cain killed Abel.
Yeah, but Cain was just jealous, not defensive of power.
Ooh, and later on, I get into that little tale. Tenting my fingers again.
Oh my God, you enjoy that so much.
I do, because it's that little, I know something you don't know. So yes, I could see that for sure. I think that Wesley would have a good resolution of maybe not, I won't say he would want a resolution to be to cure Peyton, because that's obvious. That's his goal. But I think ultimately his resolution would be he wants to marry her. He wants to settle down with her. She's not the
marrying type, though.
But he wants that from her. So I could see him being like, this is going to be the year that everything works out, and I'm going to marry that girl because she's the one I've wanted. We were together before. We fell apart. Now we're back together. I got fortunate enough for fate to put me back in her path.
No, I weaseled my way enough to get back in. Let's call a spade a spade. As much as he wants to be a preacher, he's nothing but a slime and a fraud. Because all his secrets were to come out. You think Noel's going to have anything to do with him?
Oh, gosh, no.
Exactly.
And he's got some deep, deep secrets.
Yeah. And, like I've said, I mean, and the arrogance, the just absolute arrogance that he walks around with, that, I have all this stuff, and people in Merlance, at the Devil's Fountain, wherever, they know those secrets. They just not talking.
Maybe.
And well, okay, a couple people know something. But
Elias
I'll tell you
is
that,
one.
Yeah, Elias is one. But the fact that he still carries himself with that arrogance that, and now Derek's in the picture.
Uh-huh.
And it's so funny. It's just like that, like I talked to you or sent you a while back when I read that, and it said, dude sitting there running around, sitting there screaming, yelling everything, and Derek's just like, dude, I'm not doing anything. I'm literally just standing here.
Yeah.
And it's like, that shows you how weak he is, but yet he runs around with this arrogance that he's so much better because he's working with Cordelia and all this. And I'm like,
her
no.
power makes him feel like he has power.
Yeah.
Is what it is. He's
Yeah,
like, I'm in with the family, with the people that matter of the family. The James and Cordelia and
you almost
and Harper.
And you do have a real sense, especially from Peyton, that she's just like, I'm really just getting tired of you. Mm-hmm. It was cool back in the day, but
But we're not kids anymore.
Yeah, I'm growing up.
Yeah.
I'm doing stuff I want to do, and you keep running around like, the nerd that's never been laid and is desperate to, get some. I'll do anything. I need you around. I love you so much, and all this, and it's stupid. So yeah, I could see him sitting there. Yeah, I'm gonna go, but Peyton's not the marrying type.
Yeah,
she was close, but remember, she was also in college.
Yes.
So,
and it was also with Derek.
Yeah,
that makes all the difference in the world.
The huge Chad dude. That literally could probably crush Wesley in one good swipe.
Well, maybe.
I don't know. It'd be a good fight.
Here's an interesting question for a resolution for Skylar. Do we think that she would resolve to give up all of her magic and everything she had if she could be with Elias?
No.
No.
You think she'd rather stay mythic?
Because she also looks at that as a way that's her defense.
Yeah.
From the outside world. If she were to give all that up, James, Cordelia, the creatures, they would kill her straight out, no questions asked.
Would they though? Because if she was normal,
it doesn't matter. The damage she's already done, they hate her that much, and blame her for all the things that she did wrong. Because let's face it, if they really wanted to cure the creatures, don't you think they would have went after her first and made her patient zero?
You would think, but remember, Noel took the time to help protect her.
True.
And keep her from them so that they can't touch her. And James loves Noel enough to try to keep his distance as much as he can manage. Because that's his pride and joy.
It's kind of funny because he seemed like he was ready to kill her in book 4.
Oh, James is always ready to kill Skylar.
He said, we need, and he said, we need her in order to make this work. Mm-hmm. So, I don't care who you respect and, pride and joy, all this crap. If you're serious about curing someone, you don't sit there and take someone that's handicapped that needs to be cured. You go for somebody that's strong as a creature and try to fix them first. And they already knew that Skylar's blood was special. Mm-hmm. So that would have been the key to really break open the code, so to speak. But
I think that there's been a lot of bridges burned there so that even though Noel is trying to keep the peace,
it's gone.
He's basically standing on the little raft that's left of the bridge in between the two flaming fires of hell. Like he's like, stop. He's got a cup of water and he's going bless him. He's one of my favorite characters. Tell us in the comments what your resolution would be, and if you think one of the characters' resolutions would be different than what we talked about here. We want to know. We're interested in knowing. We like to read through that stuff and see what all you guys think. So basically that concludes, this is the last episode of this year. So woo! Yay! So long 2022. We'll see you in 2023. I want to thank my book guardians for playing along and having a good time with the show this year so far. I hope it continues into next year. And
it will.
At the risk of being sappy, I did write something that is very meaningful because this has been a huge year for me personally in terms of Angel of Death and just going to the cons and doing all that. So I wanted to share it, wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. And because I'm an author and that's what I do, I always put pen to paper or something. So but basically I just wanted to get a little sappy for a second to say that I have always wanted to publish a book. It has been my lifelong dream, literally since I was a wee one. Down and like 8 years old or something like that was when I wrote my first piece of poorly written literature. And
we've all been there.
Exactly. It was a play that I wrote. And nice. It was bad, but I still have it and I hold it very near and dear to my heart because it was my first and I hope to revise it one day. But anyway, the feeling, so basically what I want to say is the feeling of wanting to publish and the finding of the courage to actually do it are two totally different things. And any creative or any person with a big goal will relate to that, where you've got this ambition and you're like, I really want to do this, but the courage just seems to be shrunken and this little thing, and we call that imposter syndrome. And it's awful. I've talked about it numerous times on this show because it's a very relevant and important thing, I think, to acknowledge. And the main thing is that you have to remember that courage runs deeper in your veins than that stupid little voice of imposter syndrome. You always have more courage than you do negativity and voices telling you no. So I personally, like I said, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. Basically, here we are at the end of 2022, and I am beyond thrilled that I have 4 books legit published. Like, it's got my name on it and everything. And I have an awesome cover designer. Like, it's legit. And I am insanely proud of this series, which is why we're dedicating so much to talk about it, because it's so fun and I'm super proud of it. It's my brainchild and a dream come true. And I really just, ending this year and going into next year, I really truly hope that Angel of Death has sparked something in you, the reader, even if it's just excitement for the next book. I'm not saying I want it to spark your big inspiration to achieve your dreams. Even if it's just, I really like this book and I want to read the next one. But if my journey of being an author did strike something in you, even better. But the point is that reading is supposed to be fun and immersive. And I really, truly hope Angel of Death has been that for you, because it is definitely that for me every time I put pen to paper or fingers to keys. It is immersive and fun. And sometimes I forget that the characters aren't real, and I try to talk to my husband about it, and I'm like, wait, you don't know what's happening next, first of all. And second of all, she's not real, so I can't say, guess what Skylar did today. That's not a conversation that normal people have. But that's how immersive it is and how
That's a
fun.
Conversation an author has.
That's a conversation an author has.
That's a conversation an author has with book guardians.
Yes, exactly. Like, y'all will not believe what Skylar did to me today. Or Ezra, that motherfucker. Yes.
What did she do?
Yes.
She really screwed up this time. Oh, God.
And we're like, oh, goodies. That means we get a heads up of what's coming.
Exactly. So it's what you want it to be, that kind of enjoyment and feel. So I literally just want to say thank you, not just to you guys, but to you guys. Thank you so much for reading my books. I feel like I'm accepting an Oscar now. Thank you for reading my books, and honestly for supporting our little channel, because this is just a fun little side project we wanted to do because we like talking about Angel of Death. And I thought it would be a good way for us to kind of start delving deeper and talking more without it just being us. I thought let's share it with everybody else. So thank you for engaging with us. And obviously, thank you to my friends and family watching. Obviously, my family right here, just for all the support. Because, like I said in one of the first videos we made, I have seen authors in some forums that have said they have zero support. And I couldn't imagine how hard that is to go through as an indie author and have nobody to have your back. So it means the world that I at least have this group, to help support. Thank you for being as excited about my writing as I am. It is really tough to overcome the fear of publication on your own, but I do have one hell of a crew to help me defeat that stupid little voice back there. And I'm super excited for next year and all the fun stuff we're going to do, because trust me, not only will we have fun content for the composition of imagination, but we are also going to have super fun, cool in-person stuff. And the books are just going to keep getting better and better. And so we're going to make all kinds of announcements next year about things. It's going to be awesome. So that was my little sappy spiel about thank you. And it's been a great year. So I never imagined in March of 2021, when I published In the Beginning, that I would be sitting here with a microphone recording us for a YouTube channel. I'm like, oh, all right, let's do this. So thank everybody. And that wraps it up for 2022 and for this episode of the Composition of Imagination.
I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and we just appreciate all y'all's support for us.
Yeah. Same here. I mean,
ditto.
Everybody, well.
No, I know. I'm just joking.
Really?
I'm joking.
Ditto. Yeah. This has been one crazy ride. I mean, when we started this, we were just, hey, so we're publishing books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was what it was.
Then it's like, hey, we could, and I sit there, was doing what I could to sit there and help support. I'd read the book and then say, hey, these characters are relatable. We could sit there and really run with this and everything else. And amazing, I would help, because there would be times when she'd get kind of stumped about something. It's like, okay, I want to do something.
Yeah.
To, jumpstart us. And I'd say, hey, why don't we, at a con, cosplay, or do this, or, let's do YouTube or a podcast.
Yeah.
And actually, I think the podcast was more your idea.
That actually came from our dear friend Damon.
That's a great idea too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
shout out to Damon. We love you.
And just the crazy stuff that we would sit there and spitball, and look at us now. I mean, we've been doing this for a few months now.
Yeah. And if y'all get the chance to come see us at a con, you will not be disappointed.
No.
Because we are this way in real life too. We're not just playing it up for the camera. And it gets even better because we're in cosplay. So
that, and we're in real life.
Yeah.
And let us, if you do come out to a con and see us, let us know that you watch the channel.
Yes, please.
Let us know that you are supporting us too.
And
just so we could thank you.
And
we're sincere about it.
Yeah.
It's not just like, thanks for that. Okay, so next person. No, we really are grateful and thankful for all of it.
And if you do come and see us in person, or even in the comments on here, but tell us if there's something in particular that you want us to talk about this coming year, about Angel of Death or my writing or anything. And if you've got author questions, put them in there, because we'll be doing like a Q&A video.
Don't be surprised you're going to start seeing Team Skylar, Team Peyton, Team
Payne. That's fine.
That's fine. We'll make those, those banner flags that are like, we'll make those that say team, and we'll just hang them back here.
But I mean,
and we'll talk more as things get closer this next year about the upcoming cons, but just
where we're going to be at.
But just so everybody knows, our first appearance of 2023 will be at LexCon, which is here in Lexington. It's the Lexington Comic and Toy Convention. I'll put a link to that in the description, because tickets are on sale and they release guest announcements at least once a week.
Yeah.
So they'll be putting out who all's going to be there, but we already have our booths, and so we're going to be in Artist Alley. We'll put all that info later, but that's our next appearance, so that everybody knows. So again, thank you guys, and as always, we will never not remind you how amazing you are too, because you are loved, you are worth it. Anything you can do, anything you can think, you can do. So just put your mind to it. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Get a cool support system going and go out there and kick ass. And damn it, have a great New Year's. Please be safe. Please be safe.
Don't be an Ezra.
Yeah, don't be an Ezra.
Yeah.
Please be safe and responsible, but have so much fun. And we will see you next year. Don't forget to order your copies of the first 4 installments in the Angel of Death series. Paperback, hardcover, and dust jackets are now available with an autograph exclusively at StevieJoAuthor.com.